What are you saying, bro?
Hey, Terry. There. I don't know. I'm chairs and I can't find the screen. Whatever. We're the only ones who drink.
Cheers. Sorry. I didn't see you do it. Sorry.
Okay. So everybody, when Rashford was on the team sheet, why is Rashford starting? Why is Rashford starting? Because if you've been watching United for the last 5 years, this is when he plays well. At the end of the day, big games. And I know a lot of people go, what did he do? If you were watching, he kept that back line occupied. His pace kept them on tilt. They were sitting there looking over their shoulders because every time one of those balls came in behind, he was ready to run onto them, plain and simple. Without Kyle Walker, that game's a 3-1, 4-1. At the end of the day, Kyle Walker, when he leaves City, there's going to be that people talk about Pep, of course, Pep, but when he leaves City, they're not going to be able to play that way. That dude's recovery speed and pace saved them multiple times today. So that's when Neeks is talking about we won tactically, it wasn't, we got lucky. No, that was our strategy. And there was only one guy who stopped multiple goals from happening in that game. I want to make that clear. And it was Kyle Walker. At the end of the day, Marcus Rashford had a great game, in my opinion. Everyone's always just went past. Nah, he was great all game for me. I'm not going to say, I don't want to talk too much about Bruno, my captain, because I know Sunshine's going to give us enough of that. I know he's going to. I hope you do. I'm going to save it for you. But Bruno, at the end of the day, people, this nonsense of we're better without Bruno Fernandes, shut up. It's done. Like, I'm tired of it. Oh, he can't win in the big games. Well, he just won us one of the biggest trophies we've won in the last few years. Oh, what's Bruno won since he's been here? He's won a couple trophies now. He's been a great captain for us. At the end of the day, I don't care if he moans or cries on the pitch. That doesn't matter to me. I care about how he plays and how he approaches the game. And because he went out there, this guy was playing center forward. You got to keep in mind, there's some players out there, Delo, playing left back. There's some dudes who are playing completely out of position today, and they played their hearts out. This team where everyone's like, oh, you know how many people I saw this whole agenda, this whole thing going off yesterday, people saying like, that news coming out, is this going to impact the team? They're definitely not going to play for they're not going to play for this tomorrow. Every player on the pitch today played their hearts out. There was no, our manager's getting fired or any of that. These dudes showed up. They knew what it meant to play City in a final, a derby in a final again. They didn't want that feeling of losing again. The teenagers we talked about, I look real forward to the future. That last play with Rasmus, when he got on the ball, he wanted it more. And as soon as he got the ball, I think everybody at that moment were like, game done. That's it. He wanted it more. We were the better team in so many facets, and it's something I didn't expect. Like I was talking to my girl who, again, everybody now probably knows I'm having a baby, like, I don't know, maybe anytime. And I go to her, I'm like, you're not.
Hang on 1 second. Let me interject on that 1 second. Do you know if you're having a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Well, so I think Cobby can be a unisex name. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a unisex name, bro, isn't it? Like anyone.
Kobe would have definitely been a front runner after this one. I basically told her, I'm like, listen, you're not feeling like you're going to the hospital, right? Because I'm having some drinks and she's like, nah, you're good. Go celebrate. I was like, my daughter's going to be born in a year that we won a big trophy, and I'm super happy about it. All my teams have been shit. I just wanted to win something this year, and for us to win this FA Cup, like she's like, yo, you're not matching my Bob. I'm like, I don't care. I'm running around the house. I'm screaming. I'm yelling. I'm throwing stuff. My dog's looking at me crazy. I'm just so happy. And like, I will say, Terry, I'll give you your props because you've been saying since, I don't know, however long I've been on this thing, that this cup means more to you than pretty much anything. So I'm pretty happy for you too. I know that. For me, this cup as a United fan, like this is what really ignited my fandom way back in the day. I was a fan before. I loved the FA Cup. I was a fan. But again, I'm very honest about my fandom and how much we get to watch in Canada. That Jesse Lingard goal is like one of my favorite moments ever. And for me to like today, I was so, when Manu scored that goal, and this, because it was Rashford to Bruno, it made my life so good today. I am just buzzing. I'm so happy.
The three players in that build-up before Manu slightly their way are some of the three players that get the most crap. Rashford to Bruno to Garnacho. Those three get so much crap.
I mean, I got Rashford on my wall for a reason. I got to say, AWB, great goodbye. Varane, I wish he wasn't leaving. Great goodbye. It was clear that Cass was an op. I think Ayrton Hogg realized it and had to make that decision to not even include him, don't even risk it. But yeah, man, what a game, what a win for us, and like the fact that we won it on a tactical display, it wasn't luck. I don't care what anybody says.
Before I go Sunshine, other Sunshine, Sky here says Rashford crying after the game took me out.
Yeah, she can't say that. She don't. Sorry, Terry. Sorry, before.
No. That's not the question. It's not the question. Not the question. I don't want to get stuck on that bit. I get what you're going to say about Sky, but do you think Rashford crying, Cam, is because he might have kicked his last ball for Man United, or do you think it's the emotion of helping the team win another trophy?
I think Homie just went through, like, just the game before he was getting abused and the players had to pull him aside and be like, it's okay, move on. I think for him to start this game and, again, play well, have a big impact, and to win it, I just think it was emotions. I don't think anyone's playing 80 million or whatever we're going to ask for him. Rashford's staying, in my opinion. A lot of people are speculating, and I think a lot of the people who are speculating just want him gone. I think Rashford was going to have this emotional, like, the guys. This is the thing. This is what bothers me about people who hate Rashford. Like, he is born and bred. He is through and through. He loves the club. I don't care about all the nonsense people bring up. In this moment for him, this is the culmination of the worst year they've ever had. Probably some of the most abuse he's taken. He gets put in by the coach and he has a great performance. Of course he's going to break down, in my opinion. That's what I think it's about. I don't think he's leaving. I don't think anyone's going to pay what he's going to cost first. That's mainly it. I think realistically, like, who's paying for him? Secondly, like, if we're starting fresh and you look at our team, you look at it like who, I keep saying it. People hate this notion of who could you get to replace him? I'll keep saying it. Tell me who is going to be better at this moment, who is available, who we can get that will be a better player than him. There may be some on our own team we might figure out, but right now in the world, when I look around, there's nobody I'd rather take on the left-hand side at the moment. That's just it. Unless you tell me if somebody can tell me who's available, that's better. Cool.
Let's not do this.
But I don't want to do that.
Because he's been poor this season.
I want to get away from any agenda.
But I'll say the thing.
I'm going to slow the conversation down because we're going to end up on agendas, and I don't want to. I don't want to ruin the party, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because
I have no agendas. I just
I know you don't, Cam, but it's going to lead. Like, this is like when you're having a good barbecue and somebody brings up something that Trump said. You're like, let's just shut this conveation down. There's going to be a fight in 10 minutes.
Even Staffy's posting pictures without edits and cropping out.
Hey, listen, they told me to Wait, look at that tweet.
Yeah, are you going to post a picture of Garn? Are you going to post like a video of Garnacho's goal today, but like superimpose him out like he was a ghost? Are you going to do that?
I tweeted the picture. They did the same pose, but it's all four of them, and I just tweeted. I said, "No edits from me today."
I love it. I want to go to rivals in a minute. Sunshine, what you saying, bro? What you saying, my brother?
I'm good, man. First and foremost, shout out to all the United fans. Do you know what I mean? Get to celebrate something we ain't been able to do for a while, man. Didn't think we'd see it this year at all. Commiserations to City. No, I don't actually mean that at all. 115 charges and whatever. FA Cup lifting one of them is not one of them. Hold that, bro. City, listen, I'll be honest. Quickly, City. I don't care what they win. It doesn't affect me. Like, me personally, I'll speak for myself. Because I don't have a level of respect. Nothing they do, like, it doesn't impress me based on the foundations of them clearly how they've got to their stage. When these teams are Arsenal, Liverpool and that, our rivalry has a level of, how can I put it? A level of respect because we are fair, honest competitors against each other. That's why when each other's do well, we don't like it. Because technically what we're saying is, you've matched our club's are rivals, cool. City, whatever they win, listen, doesn't matter. Like, they just cheat, bro. Manchester City, that's their name. So I don't get that feeling of, wow, do you know what I mean? City have won this. Come back to United. Today, I only rated this win more so. The first time I felt like when we beat City, just because of the simple fact that we needed a trophy, man. I didn't care who was in the final. Could have been Liverpool, could have been Chelsea. I don't give a shit, bro. Like, it was City that we beat. I don't. They're to me, they're not rivals. They're just neighbours. That's it. They've always been that. But for me to go and see us lift a trophy, especially the FA Cup, because it's very, very key for us. Me personally, Terry, I'm over the moon, man. We definitely deserve that. Ten Hag deserved it. Bruno deserved it. Rashford deserved that. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of players on there that have had a lot of stick, fair criticism as well this season, and they've come through and absolutely smashed it. So, listen, I'll be real, man. I tried to tell man about Amad Diallo one time. I tried to tell man about Kobe Mainoo before they got popular. I got it on stream. I was there, and these man was trying to shut me down and say, "Yo, he's not ready. This." I know a fucking baller when I see one, Terry. I'm not even gonna gas. I know a baller when I see one, and I'll stand on my own business. Them two right there for me moving forward. I don't care what manager comes in, they have to be in the first 11 next season, without a doubt, starting like 20, 25 games minimum. They are incredible. Yes, we didn't get to see Ahmad today, cool, but Kobe Mino overall, like he could have easily won Player of the Year. And shout out to Bruno as well, because I know Dallo didn't win Player of the Season, but he literally came over. I don't know if you saw the interview, Terry, but he came over and said he's been our best Player of the Year, so we need him for celebration. So a bit more class on Bruno as well, just to highlight the simple fact that even though he won best Player of the Season, he knows it was Dallo, and everyone else knows that as well. So listen, man, I'm just happy for.
And Dallo did just on Dallo. I mean, the job he did on Bernardo Silva today, and to praise it. This is a right back playing at left back, pocketing in a final one of the best attacking players in the world.
I was in the trenches 100%. With this guy for 3 years.
We've got to get to a stage, man. We've got to get to a stage now, where I'm not even looking at Aaron Wan-Bissaka to leave, because I've been very, very honest. Through watching United since the age of 6-7 years old, we've always had players that are cheat codes. They may not be starters, they may not be first 11s, but you need your Part G some type of players where they can actually go and maintain and help you hold on to leads. He pocketed, in my opinion, Doku. Doku is very, very difficult. He had his moments and he got his goal respectfully. It was a beautiful goal. I think he spun maybe Bissaka twice. But when he was penetrating our defense, he was frustrating the absolute life out of him. And Doku has been absolutely impactful massively this season for City when he's come off the bench. So for me personally, players like that, you have to keep. You have to maintain them, man. There's no way you get rid of cheat codes just like that. He may be unorthodox, he may be ugly to the eye, but he's effective on and off the ball. We saw it with his passing, we've seen it with his touch. Like, he brought the ball down over his shoulder from a cross that came over him in the second half. There's a lot about this player there where, yes, he's ugly to watch. Similar to Bruno, he's an ugly footballer. But you've got to keep these players. And I'll finish with this. Obviously, I know Cam spoke about Bruno. I don't want to hear shit Nish Batty. I don't want to hear nothing about Bruno Fernandes, this. Hoofball merchant, no IQ. Like, what are you watching? Paddle boating. Flipping, what are you doing? Rock climbing. About no IQ. Do you see how many times he scanned for Kobe Manu before making that pass? I told these people literally just don't watch him. They don't objectively look at this player at all. What he does off the ball is absolutely phenomenal. He sees things people don't, and then he attempts to do it on instinct straight away. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. But my man is a creative genius. And not only that, Terry, I'll always say it, my man defensively as well as offensively, as an overall midfielder, is top draw. The amount of last-minute tackles, the amount of tracking back he does, winning the ball back, deep areas. My mum said he was playing false 9 today, but yeah, I'm seeing him at left back, centre back, CDM, winning the ball, starting plays. He does it every single game. Yes, does he hit the ball long every now and then? Of course he does. But can we just stop pretending that we've had this opinion of him, of what he probably used to do 3-4 years ago, and that he hasn't developed and changed his game? Because you could go and watch 30 games a season where you've seen him keep it simple, where the hoofball has been on and he's not. He's recycled it. We've seen it many times, man. Listen, this is massive for United. Whether Ten Hag stays or not, it's irrelevant. This is a great foundation to move forward from, for me, in my opinion. And we've got some wicked young players coming through, man. I just hope Ineos do their due diligence if they are going to choose a different manager, because 3 trophies, is it 4 finals in 2 seasons? One of the worst seasons we've probably ever had, and one of the best last season. I don't think you're going to top that. And for me personally, I don't care about style of play, bro. I'm with Neeks. I want trophies. I'm a United fan. I've seen Sir Alex Ferguson play 4-5-1. I've seen him win the league 4-4-2 with shit. I've seen him beat Arsenal with 8 defenders on the pitch. I don't give a shit about style. I just want the foundation of hard work, graft, which are things you cannot coach. They only come from an environment that you breed, and then you go and win trophies. So I don't give a shit about playing nice football, man. Chelsea in the Conference League because of it. We've just gone and grinded out a win against Liverpool and flipping Liverpool in City in FA Cup to go and get Europe again. That's what matters to me. Go and put the work out there. So yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm happy, bro.
I hear you completely on that. I've just been sent this picture from someone. It's actually like filled my heart with joy. This picture. What an amazing picture. I don't know where it's from, but quality. Love seeing that. And I put out a tweet, and I mean this. We have, in my opinion, the greatest academy in the world in terms of the history of our academy. The fact that I don't even know how many thousands of games it is on the bounce that an academy player has started or been in the team. To have 2 academy players win us the game today in terms of the goal scorers. That everyone will have different things about Man United they love. That's a huge part of my love for that team.